What's up, everybody? So today we're going to go over what cars are eligible in Turo. So there's certain vehicle restrictions you're going to have. So they must be located in the United States. If you're United States based, you're going to want to keep it, your vehicle has to be in the US. It needs to be registered. It's either going to be registered by you as the owner or someone who's allowed you to use their vehicle listed on Turo, right? If you're in other countries, you can click on these. If you're in there, they're going to have different requirements, but this is for US based. There are certain limitations. Some people like to get creative and they want to use some special vehicle or something. Well, things that are not eligible, box trucks, limousines, off-road vehicles, motorcycles. You cannot rent out an RV on Turo, although there are other apps and websites that allow you to do that. Most three-wheeled vehicles, that's kind of funny. Don't know why you would, but hey, not a big vehicle. I can seat 10 or more passengers or 9 passengers and a driver, right? So you cannot do those. You can't rent out a box truck like U-Haul or something. You can't rent out a limo. Those are, that would probably be a separate thing. Now, as far as your vehicle's condition, what does it have to be? Well, it has to be less than 12 years old. If they're older than 12 years, then unfortunately it's not available. Now, there are exceptions like a classic or a specialty vehicle, but again, typically as a new vehicle, it has to be less than 12 years old. If you've had your vehicle, say it's 11 years, and when you first start and then the following year becomes 12 and 13 years old, you can still do it. You just have to make sure you stay within their maintenance and safety standards. Mileage, it has to be less than 130,000 miles. Again, same thing. It can start off with less than that and end up with more. Just make sure that you continue to meet their safety and mechanical standards. Now, if you're in New York, you're special, and your vehicle is registered in there, then you have to have the inspection sticker valid through at least the following month. Okay, your odometer needs to be good. You can't tamper with it or have anything wrong with it. Your title, you can't have a branded or salvaged, flooded, restored, any of that. You can't have a messed up vehicle, can't have a lemon. And if you're not sure about it, check Carfax for your vehicle history. Can't use a total loss vehicle either. Vehicle value can't be more than $200,000. They have a cap on it. If your vehicle is more than $200,000, they're not going to pay you for that. So I probably wouldn't use it there. Now, so let's go on to insurance. Very important topic because we want to go ahead and protect our assets, right? So, this is the blog I wanted to say. So, depending on which route you're going to go, that's going to determine what insurance you're going to be going with, okay? Now, they do have their own thing. Oh, I want to mention. So, they do have this. Turo has this on their website. A renter does not have to have their own insurance. However, if they do have personal insurance, that will kick in before the Toro's protection plan will. So first, usually you're gonna, if they have an accident or something, you're gonna go with their insurance, and then whatever they don't cover, then the Toro protection plan comes in. Now, what does Toro have? Toro uses travelers, right? And so they have up to $750,000 in liability. They've got 24-hour roadside assistance, and they've got different levels for you, right? So you want to pick the right plan that's for you. Okay, so let's just say let's just go through it. There's a 60 plan, 75, 80, 85, and 90 plan. So what this is meaning basically is the higher the plan, the more you make, but it also increases your deductible. So again, look, see, you're going to earn 90% of the trip. They'll replace up to $750,000. Toro pays it, but your deductible is 250 or $2,500. Okay. Now you want to see what's good for you. I mean, do you want to make more? And you run the risk of you're gonna have to have $2,500 on hand to pay in case. Now, let's say you go down to this 80 plan, you're only gonna make 80%, so a 10% increase, but the deductible is only $750. So just see what works for you. Do you want to have that money on hand? Do you want to make more? Do you want to make less? By default, they have you at the 75 plan. And again, look, see the deductible is only $250. And they've also got a 30-day replacement vehicle. They don't have that in these other ones there. So just weigh out your options, see what's good on that there. Um, so just decide what's really worth for you. And you have to follow all the rules. So make sure that you take before and after pictures, you check their ID, make sure the conversations you're having are on the platform, things like that. Just stay congruent with them. Now, I would keep your personal insurance, right? And you're still going to need that when you're driving your vehicle around. So if you're taking it to the grocery store or getting gas or something, Turo is not going to cover that. They're only covering it when your vehicle is rented. So keep your personal insurance on hand. Wouldn't worry about going to commercial until you get like 3 or 4 vehicles, right? And so this is just what I've done. I've been using my personal for my first couple of vehicles. Didn't look into commercial until you get in about 3 or 4. Now, again, like I said, here's Lula. Here's one I'd recommend for a commercial. And they have 2 different programs. So they've got the car sharing and the private rental. Now, the thing with car sharing is it's only available for Turo and Get Around. It's not available for Hire Car. So, I mean, they've got different pricings for things. It's per vehicle, right? And like the off rental. So, same thing. You're still going to keep your personal insurance. They do cover certain things. So, like, let's say you're going to get your if you're going to the grocery store, they're not going to cover you. However, they will cover like if you're going to get your car washed or take it to the shop or something related to your business. But there's restrictions on this. They do limit the number of miles you can drive, and they do require you to use a tracker. You could use like an AirTag or something like that, but we've got this little tracker here, and I'll put that in the comments. I'll put that in the link below so you guys can see what I use. Um, Now, if you're going private, right? Remember I said they can do the private rental option. Um, you're gonna need to do at least 5 cars. You can't do their private insurance without having at least 5 cars, and there's gonna be a range. So, like, what types of cars, what years are they, how many miles you have. So there's certain restrictions on that, but you can do that as an option for your commercial, right? And if you don't like Lula, there's another option as well. You could go use the ABI, American Business Insurance. However, they do have a little caveat, something to be aware of. There is $1,000 sign-up fee. Now, that's just because it's going to cover, they require you to use a certain software to track your vehicles and other things. And that's what it covers that basically, and they just require it. So that's pretty much it as far as what vehicles are eligible and what kind of insurance. So let's go out there and make money. As always, guys, if you found this helpful, you want to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to continue and share all these great guides with you. And I will see you in the next one.